What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl is here to bring you a video with 10 looks in one palette. I am using, come on, my Norvina volume 3 palette. This is a palette that I actually purchased during the VIB sale. It was one of the last palettes that I purchased. This actually is the last palette. No, I have one palette left that I had purchased after this baby. And yeah, I just really wanted to get a lot of looks out of it. When I bought it, I thought it was gonna look a lot more dark and sultry, but when I got it in hand, it looks and appears a lot more bright, a lot more colorful in nature than I was expecting, which I'm not mad about at all. So I wanted to do a lot of looks to give you guys a really rounded review. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. This is of course the 10th look of this 10 looks one palette. And yeah, as always, let's just get into the look. Alrighty guys, so I'm here to do my first look. As I said in the intro, I'm going to be doing a multi-look for this Norvina palette. What I'm going to do in this Norvina palette, the red shade that I'm going to be using is C2. It's right here. It's a very true blue in my, or true red in my opinion. I did do a swatch party. I don't know if that's going to be up by now, but it will be up and you guys will see a lot more these colors. I would say this definitely has like a pinky undertone, if not like a strawberry-ish undertone, but it is a pretty true green. And I think I'm gonna do a kind of really crazy-ish shape. And we're gonna see how we can get this done. Okay, so I'm very happy at kind of just the basic shape that I have laid out. Very basic, but I enjoy that shape. So now what I'm gonna try and do is actually take my, what is this? This is the Sigma E36. It's a really small blending brush, and I am gonna go into D3, which is a pretty true lime green matte. There is another lime green, but it's like a shimmery matte thing, and I'm gonna use this brush and this am I? No, I'm not. Okay, abort mission. I'm gonna take that same Wayne Goss brush and I'm just gonna work on just blending this red out from C2. Okay, I like this so far. What I'm gonna do is actually take a blending brush and I'm just gonna take off all the product and I'm just gonna go over the edges with this semi-clean blending brush. This is a Royal and Land Nickel blending brush, and I like to arch my eyebrows up so I can really get to, like, you know, where the product is and not just where I think it is, you know. Now what I'm gonna do is go into that green that I was interested in and hopefully maybe take off some of the stickiness so it's not too sticky. And I'm gonna apply some of the green. Now I'm gonna take that same brush one more time, some more NYX glitter glue, and I'm just gonna cut to create some room for my lid shade. Okay, and what I am gonna do for my lid shade today is actually go in with some other colors. What color am I gonna go in with? I think I'm gonna go in with D5, and D5 is like a warm red orangey gold situation. It's actually a really pretty color, and I'm just gonna take that and go right on my lid. the shimmer in here. There actually is some green in there as well, so it really does work with this coloring. Next, I need to find an angled brush. Or a liner brush, and this is a liner brush. So let's try this. I haven't used this yet. This is a Smith 202 liner brush, and I'm actually going to find my concealer, which I honestly hate. Like, hate this concealer. But this is the concealer. This is the Full Spectrum CoverGirl All Day Ideal Brightening Concealer. I don't have a shade on here, so if I can find the shade in my like Ulta situation, I will put it on the screen. But what I'm gonna do is just take this concealer and really make an artistic line between the green and the red. And that is that. I actually probably should have just used my foundation for it to actually look like that's my skin, but it's okay. So that is what the eye look is looking like thus far. Now I want to choose an inner corner highlight and kind of round up this look for you guys. So just need to get a brush. Okay, for inner corner highlight, I'm actually going to do a matte shade, so hopefully I can get it to work. And this is A1. It's a really greeny, yellowy shade. It's not really picking up. So what I'm going to do is get some, just a little bit of Smashbox primer and just put it right in that inner corner. And I'm going to try one more time. Still not really picking up and being as bright as I would particularly like, but tis okay. I don't think did I zoom in? I did zoom in as far as I can. So yeah, we're gonna do that. It probably would work even better if I put a white base, but I didn't want to do a white base. Just did not want to go stoop to that level today. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and take that Wayne Goss brush that I had the red on there, put that down below. Okay, and then I'm going to take the brush that I had the green on, and that's going to be right up under my lower lash line. This turned out to be a lot more Christmassy appearing than I expected it to be, but it's okay. I am okay with that. We are in the season of Christmas. So I'm just going to finish up this look. I'm actually going to finish up this eye because I clearly stopped in the middle. And I will be back to show you guys the finished look. Alrighty guys, so I decided to come in close as I always do. As you guys can see, I've now done both eye looks. And yeah, let me stop talking to show you guys what it is. I'm really excited for this. I feel as though, you know, the day after Thanksgiving, I'm already ready for Christmas with this look, but you know, that's how your girl rolls during these last 3 months of the year. I just roll right through the holidays. If you're wondering what the rest of the stuff that's on my face, I am going to just fly through them very quickly. I used 2 cheek products for my blush. I used my cream blush in Bitten from Flower Beauty, and then I also used a shimmery or glowy blush from MAC in Rosy Cheeks. For highlighter, I went into my ABH Dream palette. I wanted a green highlighter, but also something that was wearable. So I reached into Magic right here from, once again, the Dream palette. And then on my lips, I used a lip liner from somewhere, I don't even know. And then I use the actual product in the middle. It's Hudson. So that's pretty much my full face. You guys saw the eye tutorial look on this eye. If you're wondering what's in my waterline, I used ColourPop's teaspoon, and for my black liner I use my old Rimmel liner. But yeah, I'm really happy how this look came out. I think it is very cool, very festive, very intriguing. It actually matches my earrings and my nails, so this is a very good start for this potentially 10 look palette situation. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the looks, and let's just keep going. Alrighty guys, so I'm here for look number 2. I'm already behind when it comes to these looks, but your girl is gonna keep it rolling. Yesterday I already had a look kind of in mind, and today I don't really have a look in mind, but I think I'm gonna do a pinky purplish look, and I think I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and clean off my Eddie Funkhauser brush. And I'm gonna go into the shade C3 right here. Hopefully by now my swatch video would already be up. Well, no, I know by the time this video goes up, you guys will have already seen my swatch video. And this brown is a brown, of course, but it also has like a pinky purple kind of hue. So I think it'll work really good with the shadows that I want to use today, and I don't really feel like going really bold with my transition color today. So yeah, today is a very murky color where I live. It is raining, and your girl did not get to sleep very well or very early at all. So this is going to be a kind of very chill, relaxed, basic look. Then I'm just going to switch into another really fluffy brush. This is my Royal and Land Nickel blending brush. And then I'm going to go into B3, which is this pink that my brush is right in. And this is going to go right under that brown. This is going to be my, I guess, real transition / crease color. Alrighty. Next, I'm going to take a ColourPop C brush, and I am going to use C4, which is the darker purple, in this little quad that I am kind of using. I think it's more of a reddy toned purple, if I remember correctly. It is. And this look is turning out to be a little bit more red toned than I was expecting, but that's okay. I'm just going to use this to deepen out my whole crease and my outer V. Now we're just going to use that blending brush from the pink just to meld everything together. And I'm actually going to bring my whole look a little bit further out than I previously had it. There we go. Alright, now it's time for the lid shades. I don't want to cut my lid today. I'm just going to go ahead and go in with some color. So for today's look, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use a couple of different shades. I'm gonna choose this C5, which is like a greeny color. I'm actually gonna take that on my dry Sephora brush, and we're just going to put it right here, right on this outer kind of third of my lid. Okay, and now I'm going to take that same brush that I used for my outer V, and just slightly blend. Bring this one in a little bit more. Okay, now that I've gotten that green kind of laid down, I'm gonna take E5, which is the pretty pink purple shade, and that is gonna go in my inner kind of half of my lid now. What I'm just going to do is take my brush, go in between both shades, and we're just going to create a really nice gradient between these two shimmers. I think I just was able to accomplish it very quickly, which is always a very good thing. Now I want to do my inner corner highlight. Oh my gosh. And for that, I think I'm gonna go icy. I think I'm gonna go in with C1, which is right here. It's like an icy gold with like an orange hint to it. Yep. It's very pretty, and I think for this look it actually will be useful. I am gonna kind of slightly blend it in at the very beginning with that pink that I put on the lid. And this is what the look is looking like thus far. Now I am just going to do my lower lash line very quickly. So I threw that into my waterline, and I also dragged it just very slightly under my waterline. And what I'm gonna do now is just take this really small blending brush and kind of pack and blend C4, which is the darkest shade in my upper lash line area. And yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm going to take that really big Eddie Funkhauser brush that I had, the brown, and that's actually the shade I'm gonna finish this look off with, and that's C3 again, in case you guys forgot. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. This eye is watering, but that's because I got mascara stuck on my outer V and I was trying to scratch it off. My eye got agitated. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking and show you guys what my finished look looked like. Okay guys, so that is the finished look for look number 2. I did do, you know, it's me. I have my Rosy Cheeks blush on from MAC, and then on my lips, I used a combination of a lip liner and a Project Pan color and Ozone from Kat Von D to create my lip product. So this is the finished look, and let's just get into look number 3. Alrighty guys, so I'm here to do look number 3 with my, of course, Norvina 3 palette. And today I'm feeling like being very bright, being very bold. So I'm going to try and do it, and we're going to see how it goes. I think first what I'm going to do is go into E4, which is the, for all intents and purposes, the yellow. Big fluffy Eddie Funkhauser brush. And I'm just going to fluff this in my crease, okay? I'm not going to pack this on because I don't really want this to be really, really impactful. I do want it to show up. So I am going to layer on a couple of layers, maybe 2 or 3. But I am not going to pack it on so it's like the only thing that you can see in my crease. Next, I'm going to take a slightly smaller brush, and I'm going to go into A1, which is like the lime green in this palette, and I'm going to put that directly under that yellow. Now, I don't intend for these to be extremely different, but hopefully it will help when I go to blend my next shade, just to have this down and to have the slight green undertone. You probably won't even see really any difference, which honestly I'm fine with. I just want this to be down there as like a bridge, if you will. And the yellow actually came off on me more of a sunset yellow and not as bright as I was expecting. Now if I use a white base, that might be different, but I'm just no longer in the white base lifestyle or mood. Next I'm gonna do an even tighter blending brush, and I am going to work where to go? I'm gonna work E3 into my actual crease. I've been really working above and in my transition. Now I really want to get this in my crease, and I really want this to be impactful. I think I'm actually going to take that same E3 and just pack it on my outer V. Now this is definitely not going to be the darkest shade that I use in my look, but I kind of like to use my actual crease color on this outer V to really just kind of use it to blend out any color that I further deepen up that crease with. Now I'm going to take an even smaller brush. This one happens to be a Wayne Goss, and I think I'm going to go even redder. So I'm going to go into A5, which is like a really warm toned, like honestly a red undertoned orange, and I'm going to use that to deepen up everything. And I'm hopefully just going to blend this out. I am going to go now to my warmest and deepest color I'm going to use in this look, maybe, and it's going to be the red, which is C2. And I'm just going to use that on my outer V. And just by habit, I am going to bring it in my crease, but I am going to keep it low. Pencil brush and go into that shade I just showed you guys, and hopefully get some real definition going. Alrighty, now it is time to work on my lid. I am, just for a little bit of pizzazz, gonna go ahead and add some NYX glitter glue so that my shade can really just pop off my lid. I think I'm gonna start off with D4. D4 is this baby right here, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and just go into this baby first on my outer V, or outer lid, if you will. This is a pretty shade. Okay, so clearly I just went ahead and used this all over my lid, which I definitely was not planning to do. And now I'm just gonna blend it out. I used so many brushes, I don't even remember what brush to blend it out with anymore. Now I'm gonna I cleaned off that blending brush, or the pencil brush, and now I'm gonna go into D2, R2D2, and that is actually gonna be the shade that goes in my inner corner with this really fluffy brush. Yes, I'm very happy with this decision. very happy with this decision. This is a stunning shade. Alrighty, so that is done. I actually used my Linda Hallberg Angry Mood pencil in my waterline, and now I'm gonna go blend that out with the E2, which is the darkest shade that I used. And I did kind of go a little bit down on that pencil, so this had something to really pack on. Yeah, that's really, really pretty. And I really actually like this blending brush, so I would, or that pencil brush, so I would recommend it. I have other pencil brushes, I just don't know where they are. They're probably hiding, but I don't have my glasses on, so. Okay, next what I'm going to do is take an orange. I think I'm gonna go into A5, which is kind of the most warm orange that I used. That wasn't obviously a red. And I'm gonna take that and blend out that purple. And then, in typical me style, I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush and I'm gonna go into my actual transition color, which was E4. We're just gonna keep it going. This is the finished look. And I'm really, really here for it. If you're wondering, am I wearing a jacket in the house? Yes, I am. Okay, yes, I am. I'm still cold. I will always be cold. I'm not as cold for real. I just couldn't be bothered to take this off before I sat down to do this video. But yeah, this is the finished look. If you're wondering, the one kind of oddball product for being on my face is a Nars blush. I actually used this limited edition blush. It's in Pierre Faraday's Boys Don't Cry. It has like a gold overlay, and then it's a really light peachy orangey blush. I thought that would really work with my eyes, and I think it really does. Yeah, pretty much everything is normal. This is an ABH liquid lipstick that is in my project pan. It's in Dazed. The highlighter that I used is from my Beauty Bakerie little highlight kit. Yeah, and I already told you my waterline. So that's it. Let's just get into look number 4. Alrighty guys, so I'm here to bring you guys the next look. And as you can see, I've already done one eye. I did, of course, my left eye because that's the bad eye when I go to recreate these things. And I'm just gonna add my primer to my right eye so we can get started. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go into B2, which is the satin color. And no, just kidding, I'm sorry. That's not the first thing we're gonna do. I am gonna go into C2, which is the red color, and I'm gonna go into it with one of my new Refer brushes. It's the Refer 13, and this is gonna be packed all over my outer V. Okay, and I might have went a little too high up, but it's okay. It will do its thing in just a second. Then I'm going to take, like I said before, B2, and that is going to be my transition color. And what I'm going to do now is just go back and forth until it blends the way I want. Knowing that red and blue creates like a purplish color, I am okay with that, but I am going to use this smaller brush to blend slightly up so that it's a controllable difference and not uncontrollable. See, I think I like that already. We'll see how that goes. Then I'm going to take my favorite ECM brush, which is the W21, and I am going to go into C1, which is a really, really light gold with like a green undertone, and that is going to go on my lid. I did not put any NYX glitter glue. With this shade, I think it's so far off from my complexion and these shades in my crease and outer V that it really just works. And I don't feel the need to have anything to really pack it on. And then I'm just gonna go in with that rougher brush as always, and I'm just gonna blend back and forth. Okay, now I'm gonna take that same brush, and after I apply my Linda Hallberg anchor pencil right under my lower lash line as a base, now I'm going to take that rougher brush again with C2, which is the red, and just pack it over that base. Perfect. And then I'm going to take my Wayne Goss 20 and go in with B2, which is the blue in the crease, and just blend to my upper area. Okay, definitely the construction of my eyeshadow is different. This one is a lot more downward facing than the other one. The other one's a lot more higher facing. So I'm just going to change that. It's better. For my inner corner, it is going to be a very quick and unconventional shade, and I am going to go into A4. I'm going to use this Real Techniques really small brush. I don't even know what the name is. It's called, there's a name on there. What does that say? Instapop crease brush. That's the brush I'm using, and I'm just going to pack this like satin color in my inner corner. And there you go. This is my unconventional eye look today. I actually kind of like it. I think it's kind of cool, dark, mysterious, and colorful all together. I am gonna hop off camera, finish up the rest of my eye look and my face, and then I'll be back to show you guys the finished look. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. And that's it. I hope you guys are excited by all these looks. Hopefully you enjoyed the looks coming after. Hopefully you enjoyed the looks before. Really quickly, I used the blush from the Juvias Fumi palette, the red one, which is, I believe, Olu. Then I used a highlighter, which was limited edition, so you guys can't get it, but it's an Andy Candy highlighter. It's called Serial Killer. On my lips, I used a combination of my Bittersweet liquid lipstick from ABH and also my Project Pan lipstick from Sephora in R49. I put that in the middle to kind of give my lip shade a little bit of a red tint. That's it. That's all I got for you guys. Let's just keep going. Alright guys, so I'm here to do look number 4, 3? I don't know. I'm here to do the next look, and today I'm kind of feeling off. It's been a long day, and I don't feel like putting on makeup, but I need to because I really want to get this 10 looks up during this month. I took too long. 40, right? Yep, E40, and I am gonna go into A3, which I believe to be the lightest brown in this palette. And I am just gonna use that to really just pack in my transition beautifully. Brush, and now I'm gonna go into B5. I don't think there's much difference between these two shades, but I figure since I probably won't use a majority of these browns, let's just go ahead and use it today. So actually B5 is a cooler undertone, and it actually appears somewhat lighter on my skin tone than A3. So do keep that in mind if you are recreating this look. I would switch the shades around and I would do B5 first and then A3. D1, which is right here. Yet again, it's slightly deeper, not too much deeper, but it is slightly, in the pan it's slightly deeper. On my eye it just looks slightly warmer, actually peachier, and not warm, peachy. But I can work with this, so I'm just gonna put this yet again in my crease. I did start to develop my outer V as I did yesterday. Okay, and now to really develop that outer V, I know I pulled it out. Yep, here it is. This is the Sigma Precise Firm Blender. I am gonna take, I believe, the darkest brown in this palette, which is C3 right there. And this is going to go right in my outer V. Oh my, this is not dark at all. All right, so I'm gonna have to change the game plan. Is I am gonna go into C4 right here. It should play like a black, a very dark color or a black in this look, and I'm gonna actually use this to deepen out my outer V. I am pulling out my NYX jumbo pencil in Black Bean, and I'm actually going to take this and apply this to my lid, and I'm just going to try and just blend these edges. I feel like a worker horse brush like this can really blend these edges so it doesn't appear as stark as it does before. Blend out this black and refortify some of these colors, not some, all of these colors basically, because they all kind of went away when I used that black. Okay, so I didn't like what I just attempted to do. I just didn't like it. And what I'm gonna do is actually fix this up a little bit. I already did a little bit, but I need to pack on now a matte black to really cover up that shimmer that I had started putting on. So I'm gonna find a really good matte black. You do whatever black you have in your possession. Don't feel the need to stick into one palette. I don't like to. I actually am just gonna go ahead and reach into my matte black from my Lorac Pro 2, but that's only because this is a project pan. So when I'm done with this, I will be right back. So I went ahead and just finished up this look. I wanted to see where it was going. I did set this lid with that Lorac Pro black. I'm very happy. I did go ahead and put my eyeliner in my waterline, and it's from ColourPop. I think it's in Papaya. No, puppy. Or wait, is it puppy? No, poopy. Yeah, poopy. Puppy. Puppy. It's in puppy. I don't know what I'm going through right now. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do my lower lash line with you guys. I'm gonna take a little bit of that black. I think I have enough still on this brush, and I am just going to pack that on the part of the eyeliner that is actually on my lower lash line. Next, I'm going to take the same Sigma brush that I was using before, and I'm going to take a little bit of C4. I'm going to take a little bit of C4 and just blend that out. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is take my second blending brush, and I'm actually going to go into every last brown that is in my crease, tap off the excess, because this is where excess would really be harmful, because it'll go way too low. I like a lower lash line that's low, but not too low. And then I always like to, of course, blend it up to my upper lash line. Alrighty, so this is the finished look. And clown makeup. Oh, I guess I could have tried to blend out my blush. I never really do, because I like looking like a clown. Okay, less clowny-ish. You guys saw what I put on my eyes. For the rest of my base, basically Bittersweet from ABH, Boys Don't Cry from Nars, and I use my Milani highlighting. This is the holographic beams, and I used Otherworldly, which is the orange. If I wasn't as lazy as I currently am, I would have reached for my Sydney Grace glowy blush, and that would have been the only cheek product, but it was just a little bit too much like right to go and get that, so I reached for things that are right here, or right next to me. But this is the finished look. I'm done talking. Let's get into look number, I believe, 5. Okay, so halfway through this series, I believe this is look number 5. If you hear anything in the background, I did get a new lens for Black Friday, so I'm very excited to be working with that lens today. I will kind of learn how to really use it a little bit better. And I think what I'm gonna do first is actually go into E4. I have used this shade before, and I think I'm just gonna really try and pack this baby on. I don't know if this can really be made as bright and pigmented as I want. It doesn't look like this shade is going to be that type of shade, at least not with this base. Okay, I'm going to take this same exact brush, and I'm going to go into E3, which is right next to it. It's like a peachy orangey color. I'm going to take that, and this is going to be my next color. Into this pink, it is B3, and I am going to kind of lather up my brush with this, and this is going to go actually directly in my crease, and I'm hoping to deepen up my transition in my crease area with this, which it is working. It's not as dark as I thought it was going to be, but we can work with this, definitely. I think this is really building beautifully, and what I like about this application on this color is that I don't feel the need to really even go in and blend this out. I feel as though it's blended itself out as I was applying it to the area, so I'm really happy about that. Next, I'm going to go back into that Refer collection, and this is the number 13, and I am going to get a shade to deepen out this whole situation. I was gonna do a green, but I actually think I want to do a purple. I think I'm gonna go in with B4, which is right here. It's a warm toned purple, and I think I'm just gonna use this to deepen out this eye look. It's not going to be a drastic deepening, as you can see, but it will do its job, hopefully. And I really like this brush. I'm now going to try and go into C4, which is another dark, warm purple. And I think it's even deeper. And we're just going to go right over the area where I just put the B4. Yeah, that did beautiful. Alrighty guys, so I cut my lid with this beautiful specimen of a brush right here, which is the P21. I will talk more about that when I go back to using that brush again, but I'm gonna go back in with my Refer 13, and I'm gonna take C4, which is the darker of the two purples that I ended up using, or the second, whichever you prefer or know it by, and I'm just going to blend this outer edge of my cut crease. And I think what I'm actually going to do, at least first off, I'm going to go into E5, which is a beautiful, beautiful purple with gold glitter. And I'm going to try and get it so that the glitter stays on my lid and not escape onto my face. Okay, so I think I did a pretty good job. If you can see, I know unfortunately this camera doesn't go in too close, but as you can see there is a gap in between the color and the rest of the rest of the pigment, or the cut part. So what I'm gonna do is search for, perfect, I found a small wing liner brush, and I'm actually gonna go into one of the golds. I think I'm gonna go into the lightest. Am I gonna go into the lightest one? Yeah, I'm gonna go into this one right here, which is C1. I'm gonna take this Sigma small angled brush, and I'm gonna pack that area with this pigment. And there you go. I created the false liner in this kind of sunset-y look. I'm just gonna go off camera really quickly and finish my other eye. Alrighty, so both eyes are done. Now I'm gonna focus on doing my inner corner highlight. And I think for this one, I'm actually gonna go into, it might be weird, but let's go for it. I think I'm gonna go into B1. Let me swatch it first. Yeah, I'm gonna go into B1. Which is like this blue shade. It's a beautiful, beautiful blue shade. And I was worried it was gonna be darker than it looks in the pan, which is why I thought it would be weird, but this came out really beautifully and nice and icy as well. So I think that is nice. Okay, now it is time to finish up. and do my lower lash line. I'm just gonna wipe off that small angle brush that I used earlier, and we are just gonna work on this lower lash line. I am going to just keep going. I'll do my waterline pencil later. I'm gonna go into C4, which is the deepest purple that we used, and that is gonna go right up under my waterline. There we go. Okay. And then I'm gonna take the one clean brush that I have from this kit that I got, and I think what I'm gonna do is go into, what shade am I gonna go into? I think I'm gonna go into D3. I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna go into D3. Yep. And this is like the mid-tone green in this palette. And we're just gonna blend this puppy out. And I'm gonna connect up to my upper lash line. Alrighty guys, and this is the finished look. I went back to my normal blush highlighter combination, which of course is the Beauty Bakerie Stop and Smell the Rosé and the Laura Geller Plumberry blush. On my lips, I went ahead and used my Give Me Glow Halloween orange. I thought this was a nice way to kind of bring out the orange in my crease. I think that's it. That's all I got for you guys. So yeah, let's just go ahead and go to look number 6. Alrighty guys, so I'm here to do, I believe, my 7th look, but who knows? I really need to start to kind of build this video so I can figure out what looks I'm on. But this is going to be a pretty quick look because your girl has only had ice cream all day. So this is going to be pulling out A1, which is that like lime green color. I'm going to do my best to really pack that color on because I really want this to be present in the end goal or the end look. My hands are exceptionally shaky. Like I said, I've only had ice cream today, so your girl's blood sugar is a little low, but I really wanted to get this video, or at least this part of my video, filmed today. And I am gonna go into C4. That's gonna be the shade that I take on this Wayne Goss number 19, and I am going to pack that on my outer V. And I'm also going to blend it inwards. And we're just going to use the product that's on the brush and just blend upwards slowly. Okay, what I am going to do, I'm going to take that BH brush that I said I was going to use, and I'm actually going to dip a little bit into B3, which is this shade right there. And I am just going to actually kind of work on blending that C4 shade out with this shade. And I think this will be a good kind of in-between tone. I am really going to just take my time, try and put very light pressure, and just blend the very top of what I've already blended with this pink tone. I don't want the pink to overtake the green, or the purple, which is why I didn't put it on before the purple. I really want those to be the two main colors, but yeah, I think this looks really good. I'm just gonna make sure this outer V is actually together because it kind of looked like it got a little awry. All right, I like this. I am just going to kind of build this outer edge because the outer edge is always the part in my looks that I have to build because I don't naturally bring my colors out this far, but they need to. And then I'm gonna go back into the Wayne Gosh What 19 with the A1 shade, and we're just going to blend out this whole thing with that shade. Got down a little bit too far. Okay. All right. So now we have my whole crease work done. Now it's time for my lid shade. I'm gonna take, what is this? Oh, this is an Ozone brush. Oh, that's perfect. I'm gonna take this clean Ozone brush and I'm actually gonna go into, C5 right here. Go into C5. I'm not going to use my NYX glitter glue. I want to see how this lasts and applies without it. And I'm just going to pack this baby on my lid. Work to just blend this with the shades that are, well, the purple really. I didn't bring the purple far enough inward, so it looks a little sloppy. I like this. I like this a lot. Okay, now let's do my lower lash line. It's pretty much going to be the two main colors. I'm going to take that C4 shade, which is the purple. And this is the same brush that I applied it on in my crease. Then I'm going to take my Wayne Gosh 19 with that same A1 lime green. And I'm actually going to use this brush to not only apply A1 but also blend out the E1. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of B3, which was that blender pink, and put her in the middle. As for my inner corner highlight, I'm just going to take the other side of that Ozone brush, and I am going to use, what am I going to use? I'm going to use C1. C1, which is right here. Yeah, and you see how that really has a really nice, like, green duochrome effect, and it really does well with this look. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. I actually zoomed you guys out on accident, my bizzles. I'm just gonna bring my face closer so you guys can see, and this is the finished look. Alrighty guys, so I finally went through and counted all my looks. Apparently I've only done 7 looks, so I have three more to go. I did just prime my eyes. And what type of look am I gonna go for today? With the rougher 13 brush, my eyes are primed like I said, and I am gonna go into E2, which I haven't been reaching for nearly as much as I've been reaching for C4. So this will be interesting. I am just packing it right there on my outer V. And as you can see, it has beautiful pigmentation. But I am also packing it on, so it's kind of deceptive. I am just going to use this brush. I'm going to just tap off any excess product. And I am just going to use this brush, like I said, just to blend out the shade. Then I'm going to use a brush that basically has no product on it. It's a Smith 232. And I am going to go ahead and use the shade A2, which is an orange. And I'm going to use that to blend out this shade. I am going to bring this orange all the way in, and I'm going to make sure to really work on getting it all the way into my inner crease. I do have difficulty making sure to do that sometimes. Okay, now what I'm just going to do is take that rougher brush, the 13 again, with just a little bit of product and just work on my blend. Okay guys, so I did go ahead and do exactly what I said I was going to do. Why does it say this camera battery is... Anyways, I'm going to use my black from Inglot, and I'm going to use a very similar brush to my rougher brush, but this is actually a little bit more fluffy, and this one happens to be from Morphe. It's the M506. So I am just going to really deepen out this outer V with it. I don't know how pigmented this black is, so I am going to take my time and really building up the color. And yeah, it's building beautifully. Now what I'm going to do is just go back in with that rougher brush that had the burgundy color, and I'm just going to blend out that black. Oh, this is looking pretty. Very, very pretty. Now I'm going to take that Smith brush, no additional product, and just blend out those products. Okay, now I'm really loving how this eye is looking. I hope you guys can see it for what it truly is. I'm just going to go ahead and finish up this eye on camera with you guys, and then I will finish the other eye off camera. I am just going to put down some NYX glitter glue very quickly because I do prefer these metallics with some NYX glitter glue. Yeah, it's just a preference. Depending on how you like your shimmers, you'll know when you try it, if you try it. I think at the tip, the top of it, I am going to use E5, which is the purple with glitter. So I'm going to go ahead and dip into that, and that is going to be the top shade. And I'm not going to do this as a liner. I'm literally just going to do this as the top shade in my crease. And then I'm just going to switch the brush over, and then I'm going to go into D2, which is like a warm orangey gold shade, and that's going to be my bottom shade. This is definitely different for me. I've never really done a look like this, but I've been seeing Beauty Bean do a lot of these types of looks, and I just wanted to try it out for myself. So why not? I'm just going in with the brush that I had the black on very quickly. I am just gonna construct my bottom lash line. Same exact products that I used on my upper lash line. I'm gonna take the same brush, the Morphe brush, and go right under my lower lash line with the Inglot Black. I don't want to make it too smoky, so I didn't bring it down too far. I'm going to use that rougher brush again with the burgundy shade and blend that baby out. And then I'm going to take that same Smith brush. I'm going to start off with no additional product, see if there's enough product on the brush to work. There's not enough. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit lightly. And yeah, I do need to just connect this outer edge. That's a pet peeve of mine when that's not connected in the final look. And now it's just the inner corner. This is going to be a very quick look. I'm going to use an Esam 21. And for my inner corner today, I think I'm going to go for the Icy Warm Shimmer, which is C1. And this does have a greenish type of undertone, reflect if you will. So we'll see how it works with this color scheme. I think it works. I think it works. So let me zoom in closely so you guys can see. Well, come in closely. So this is what my eye looks like. I am just going to hop off camera very quickly. I'm going to do this eye, do my brows because my brows are not done, do the rest of my face, and I will come back so you guys can see my finished look. Alrighty guys, so I stayed zoomed in so you guys can see the finished look. I think it looks fantastic. I really think that this came out a lot better than I was fearing when I stepped away to finish up this look, but I think it came out really good. My sweatshirt is not working with me today. For my cheek products, I did use my cream blush from Flower Beauty in this is in Bitten. On top of it, I used a combination of my Pierre Hardy blush, Boys Don't Cry, I believe it's called. Yep, Boys Don't Cry. I used a combination of this and my Sydney Grace blush that I love to use, which is Summer Love. So I used a combination of that. For my actual highlighter, I used my Dose of Colors Melonade. I don't use this very often, but it's a beautiful highlighter, so I wanted to give that some love. For my lips, I used a combination of ABH's Bittersweet and Ashton. I put Ashton in the middle to pout out my lips a little bit more because I need it. And that's it. That's all I have for you guys. So this was look number 8. Stay tuned for look number 9. Alrighty guys, so I am back for now the 9th look in this video. I am going to go into the shade C2, which is the red toned shade in this palette. And this is going to be my outer V color, so this is going to be the deepest color in this look. I am just going to take my time and pack this on as I did yesterday. Now what I'm going to do is just take a Wayne Goss brush, and this is going to be the Wayne Goss 20. It has a flat tip or top, and I'm going to go into A5, which is this one right here. This shade is an orange, but it's like a red orange. It has a very nice red undertone, so I figured this would be a really good shade to blend out the red in this palette, and I figured it would be a really nice gradient. Now blending them out, unfortunately I don't see, ooh, I'm sorry. Unfortunately I don't see the most differential, or difference you will, between the two shades. At least from my angle, I just don't see it. But I am gonna work on this. A little bit more. I think what I'm gonna do now is just go in my inner corner with the shade E3. I'm gonna take that shade, and that's gonna go right in my crease. I'm gonna use again that same a different rougher brush, and this is gonna be their 14, and this is gonna be the lower shade in my crease now. What I'm going to do is just wipe this 14 brush off on my hand, and then I'm going to go into the shade right next to it, which is E4, and this is the yellow, and that is what I'm going to use to blend out that shade. Not that it truly needs any blending, but that is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna do one more thing. I think I want to deepen out my outer V just a little bit more. I like it, but I don't love it. So I'm gonna find another really small brush. This happens to be the Morphe M506. I believe I used this in my last look for the, what did I use? For the black. I'm not gonna go out of this palette. I'm gonna stay in this palette, and I am going to go for E2, which is like a really dark, like burgundy red, and I'm just gonna deepen. Didn't deepen anything. Oh, it was fun. Well, we're just gonna put that there. Alrighty guys, so I did go ahead and just use my rougher new brush, which is the P21. I've really been enjoying this collection that I have, and I honestly did this look because I felt like I really didn't use this D4 shade a lot. So this is definitely going to be the majority of the shade that's going to be on my lid, if not the only shade. We're going to put that down, and we're going to see how I like it first. Okay, so just trusting the process, you can now see hopefully the difference between the brown, the red, the orange, and the yellow, and it's all coming together, which is very good because I wasn't trusting the process at one point. So I actually like that, and I don't feel that I need to do too much. I will just go ahead and use the brush that I used to put that brown, and I'm just gonna blend that shimmer in a little bit more. I blend in the brown, but just gonna do it slightly more, and I think I like it now. I'm gonna go ahead and use this Sonia G brush after I get the excess product off, and this is her Smudger 1, and I need to choose an inner corner highlight. I think for today, I was about to say tonight, I'm gonna use D5, which is honestly one of the shimmer shades that I've been reaching in the most on this palette. It just really works with a lot of the shades, and I've just been enjoying it. Okay, now for my lower lash line, it's going to be quite simple as it always is. Actually, is it? No, it's not. I'm going to go ahead and take my Linda Hallberg, and this pencil thing in Anger Mood, which is her red. This is my favorite Linda Hallberg pencil that I have. I'm going to go into E2 with the tip of that Morphe brush. I used it before, and I'm going to set that pencil. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the red shade with the rougher brush. I had that on, and that red shade is C2, and I'm just gonna blend out the like brownie purple red situation. And then lastly, I'm gonna take just the yellow on the last brush that I used, and I'm just... Alright guys, so as always, I wanted to stay in close so that you guys can see what's going on. And once again, I am very, very happy with my overall look. I really think it looks nice. If you're wondering what's on my cheeks, I actually did a combination of 2 Nars blushes. I used my Boys Don't Cry blush and my Taj Mahal blush. And then as a highlighter, I used a Becca highlighter in Dreamsicle. And on my lips is my ABH Bittersweet. Yeah. This is my finished look. This is look number 9. Stay tuned tomorrow or next for my 10th and final look in this video. Alrighty guys, I am so happy. I am here to give you guys my 10th and final look for this Anastasia palette. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with a really small Morphe brush. I'm going to start off with a really small Morphe brush, and I'm going to go into...
Yes, I am.
So I'm going to go ahead and go into E1. And because my lid is wet and also there's no powder, this color is actually going to appear darker than it does in pan, which is exactly what I want it to do. So I am very happy about that. And I'm just going to use this to be my darkest shade in this look. And I am going to just go ahead and pat this on and really just get the depth and the shape that I want. I'm going to go into the shade C2, which is that red, that beautiful, beautiful red. And I am going to just blend out this shade with that red. I'm also going to bring this red all the way in to my inner corner. This is going to be my true crease color, and I am going to blend out the outside of this shade as well with this red. Now because this brush is so small, I can really work on actually blending these two colors I am just going to go back in once again with that E1 shade just to make sure it blends nicely. Other brush, this is the Wayne Goss 20, and I'm going to go into A5, which is the red orangey shade, and I'm going to use this to just blend out that red. I'm trying to keep it as low as possible because I am going to try and fit another shade in my transition area. The other shade doesn't have to be very predominant, but I do want it to actually fit in there. And I'm going to go into A1, which is like the lime green shade in this palette. And that's the shade I'm going to use just to blend out this whole kit and caboodle. Blend, I'm gonna go into C5, which is the only shimmery green in this palette, and I'm just gonna take it on that same brush that I cut my lid, which is a Hakuhodo brush. This does have like an arrow point. There's no name on it, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm just gonna use that and just apply the shimmer all over my lid exactly where I cut it. And because it does have that arrowhead point, it's really easy for me to get right along the edge of my cut crease. And here we go. Just blending in between those two shades as always, just to create some balance. Alrighty, I'm liking that. Now I'm gonna wipe off that shade on my color switch, and I'm actually gonna blend two different shades in my inner corner. I'm gonna go between D4 and D2. Those two shades, they're both orange shades. D4 is a little dark for my inner corner, which is why I brought D2 in. It also adds, D2 also adds a little bit of sparkle, and just the combination, in my opinion, just seemed perfect. It really brought in the crease colors, which I wanted this whole thing to really work together. Alrighty, so now you see how it really just darkened up my whole eye. It makes it a little bit more sultry. Now it's time to do my bottom lash line. I'm going to take that same Morphe brush and go into E1, which is that green. And that is going to be the shade that I pack on top of that teaspoon liner. And then underneath that, I'm going to take that rougher brush and the C2, and I'm going to blend that out. And then lastly, I'm going to take my Wayne Goss small blending brush and take a 5, which is the orangey red, and connect up to the top. Alrighty guys, so I stayed in close as always so you guys can see the final look. And this is the final look in this whole kit and caboodle. It has been a while. It has been a while coming, but I was able to finish my 10 Looks 1 palette with my Norvina Volume 3 palette. I now have my full thoughts on this baby. I don't have any questions, no concerns when it comes to any of these colors, so I'm very excited to do my review for you guys. If you're wondering what the other items on my cheeks are, I did use some Unnormal product for me on my cheeks as my blush. I used my Laura Geller Papaya blush. On my lips, I used my Dazed liquid lipstick from ABH, and for highlighter or a blush topper, both actually, I used the 24 Champagne Diet Blushlighter palette. So very happy with all of these products, very happy with my final look. Let me know down below which look you preferred. I gave you a lot of looks, so I can't wait to see which look you guys preferred. I honestly loved a lot of them. Some of them I was like, but you know, you guys know how I am. I love some looks, I hate some looks, but overall, I'm here to bring you guys the looks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video overall. Please do let me know what other palette you would love to see me do next. I'm thinking I'm gonna do some looks with my Caladios Volume 5, the VR Neon palette, but you guys let me know. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys. As always, y'all, it has been real. Peace.